From FSU TV3, this is Good Morning Frostburg. Recorded right here on the campus of Frostburg State University.
Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Terrell Murphy, and of course, the last time I was here, we also asked other students and other people that was in Frostburg. We said, what is the hot spot in Frostburg State University? And everybody said the Echo Circle. So guess what? We are now in the Echo Circle. We are now on the same type of time. We asking a couple people questions, and so we're gonna get into it right about now. How you doing? My name is Terrell, and this is
Andrew.
Jay.
Perk.
Shay. Amaya.
Natasha.
Dominique.
Ashlyn Cooper.
How was your spring break, and what did you do?
My spring break and stuff, well, being a music major and stuff, it's all about doing music, making the fun out of it, and making excitement, especially for concerts coming up throughout April here at the Department of Music. We have a jazz concert on April 23rd coming up, and everybody's welcome to come.
Hey, pop up for him. He's playing. He's performing.
I spent time with friends, spent time with my girlfriend. Yeah, took some photos. I'm a photographer.
Man, I ain't even do too much. I was really just hooping, and then I just tried to study for some of the classes that I was, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, we love a student athlete. Smart black student athlete. You hear me?
My spring break, I feel like was lit. I went to D.C. With a couple of my homegirls or whatever. Just went down there and chill. Went to a couple clubs and bars, and that was it.
That's all right. That's you.
My spring break was actually terrible. Not even really lie.
Ow.
I went to Texas. I see my mom. That's about it.
It was good. It should have been longer for sure. I just rested, recovered from the first half of the semester.
It was good. I painted because I'm an art and design student. Yeah.
Picasso, baby. What is your favorite thing to do at this point of the semester?
So at this point of the semester, favorite thing to do is sketch, take photos, sleep, eat. Eating is cool, and talking to friends, talking to my girl. That's it, for real.
That's all right. That's smooth. Hey, that ain't too bad. Just something chill.
My favorite thing to do and stuff was basically do music and stuff, play video games also as well, hang out with people. And plus, since this is like final season and everything like that, before the summertime happens, it's always good to get out, hang loose, and have fun.
That's all right. Hey, that's cool, man. Hey, video games. Hey, someone see me in Madden.
I would say sleep, because I be feeling like I be missing out on a lot of sleep. So when I get to sleep, like, that's my favorite part.
I felt that. Hey, sleep is important. Always need them 8 hours.
I'm relaxing, but then I'm still like studying for the final. Well, I really just be working. You be seeing me at work. And other than that, I be chilling.
Working black woman. You gotta love it.
I don't really do nothing. I just work, study, eat, sleep.
Honestly, just trying to push myself through the final stretch because it felt long in the last couple weeks. So yeah, just do things to keep me going. Treat myself to a little Starbucks every once in a while. Balance out the work, self-care.
Ain't no wrong with a little chai latte with a little bit of screaming sugar and an actual little dash of cinnamon. You know, Starbucks talk. I learned that. Mwah.
Just get all my work done so I can be done early, I guess.
I felt that for sure. That's really, really good. So you know that summer's approaching, right? So what's the moves for the summer?
Oh, please. Oh, we taking trips. We already got a trip to Houston planned.
Houston, we have a problem.
My plans for the summer is I'm going into masters because I'm graduating with honors this semester.
We got a graduate student right here.
So I'm going into the MAT program, which is the Master Arts in Teaching here at Frostburg State University, to plan on teaching. And my later game is to still do more singing and piano playing for the public, even in my hometown.
So for the summer, I'm trying to just get a ton of experience in my career field. I really want to apply for more jobs or internships, really looking for internships. I want to travel, I plan to go to Florida and Puerto Rico. I want to go to both places, so I'm going to see about making that happen for sure, because it's important to get the exposure in different places, you know, experience something different, so yeah.
We love to see a traveling man, you hear me?
I'm actually going to Canada with my family, and then me and my guys, we about to plan something out, and then I'm trying to get a cybersecurity certificate.
This is the business right here. This is a business, man, I tell you.
I'm trying to travel for real. yeah, everything opened back up, and it's time for me to go. Travel safely, of course.
Wear your mask. Wear your mask.
Get a job. Work. Work.
Everybody working. Gee, no days off. Gotta love it.
What's up, everybody? It's Chef Bryce Taylor here with FSU TV 3. All right, so let's do a recap. You remember last episode, I actually analyzed the cooking video from the testing kitchen? Was it teaching kitchen or testing kitchen? It's teaching. All right, let's run it back. It's the teaching kitchen. I analyzed that video. So I decided I want to get my feet wet. I'm a chef. I'm Chef Bryce. It's been a minute. I want to cook. So I said, let's cook for FSU TV 3. So today I'm going to be making for you Birria Quesatacos. Say it with me now. Birria. You gotta make sure you roll that R. Quesatacos. Birria is a traditional Mexican soup that's usually made for celebrations, and also on the DL, it's used for hangovers. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so to start, we're actually gonna make birria, the soup in and of itself. So usually it's gonna be using a really fatty piece of red meat. Either you can use lamb or goat. Today I'm deciding to use beef, cow. This is gonna be chuck roast. You can either use chuck, oxtail. Honestly, any part of the cow really works. Like I said, you really want fatty parts to mix with the meat in and of itself. I got corn tortillas. Now there's a little dispute. Some people like flour, some people like corn. If you want an authentic taco, you gotta use the corn tortillas. You can't use flour. You gotta use the corn. You gotta use the corn tortillas. We got onions, we got tomatoes, we got all of these chilies. Now, these chilies, they have separate names when they're dried. Chilies de anchos, chili de árbol. It's really just poblanos, jalapenos, and habaneros as well. Once you dry them up, they changes the name, but they're the peppers you all know and love. We got some cilantro, and then we have other spices and herbs, bay leaves, oregano, ginger, garlic, cinnamon, some white vinegar, salt, pepper. Of course, you need your salt and pepper, olive oil, and cumin. Now, here's the thing. This is mozzarella cheese. Usually you want to use something that's called Oaxaca cheese, a Mexican cheese. The thing is, you can really substitute the two. Oaxaca is actually very, very stringy. The flavor is somewhat the same. It's just Oaxaca has the consistency of, you would say, string cheese. You pull it apart. Mozzarella, they both melt really, really well. But for the sake of the video, couldn't find Oaxaca cheese that was of quality. We're in Frostburg. So mozzarella is gonna do. We're also college students. I want you guys to make this too. So if you can't find Oaxaca, we have substitutes. You don't have to follow it to a T. We're just trying to have fun. I'm not trying to get 5 stars. All right, so first, we're gonna prepare our vegetables. You actually have to de-seed and take the stem off for these chilies, because if you don't, it makes it super spicy. Seeds are actually where most of the heat are in peppers. If you don't believe me, try eating a pepper seed and you can find out for yourself. So, now that we did that, we're gonna move on to our tomatoes. I like to quarter the tomatoes. You don't have to dice them up too small because at the end of the day, they're gonna get blended up anyway. Wanna get them toasted. That's like medium-high heat, no oil. Don't wanna necessarily cook them, just give them a nice little toasty flavor. Once it starts to smoke and toast, I'm gonna take it off the heat, put it in the blender. Pulling all-nighters? I know I am. I'm very tired. Very tired. Like I said, once they get nice and then they get a nice char on them, drop them in the blender. Zzz, and we straight. You need 2 onions for this process, because you need 1 onion for the dice and the cilantro for the end, and we also put 1 inside the actual soup. Now we're gonna take our seasonings. We got some oregano. I'll pour that right up in there. Got a couple bay leaves. Drop it in there. Got our cumin. Yeah, be generous with the cumin. Be generous with your seasoning. We got our ginger. We got some cinnamon. Cinnamon is also another crucial spice for this. Salt. Black pepper. Beef stock. Open this right up. Again, I'm making it a little bit different, mostly because we're just not in a normal kitchen. It's letting you know that you can make this wherever. Usually you would, boil the stock and, braise it. But I'm gonna start here and then pour it back into the pot. And pour that right up in there. Now we're gonna go to our chuck roast. I'm just gonna section up just a little bit. It is a very large cut of meat. Making it in smaller pieces helps it cook faster. Now we're gonna flip. We got a nice crust. Usually it's a little bit more crustier when you're using a flame grill, or we're actually on a kitchen. In a kitchen. We're in the studio, but this is the best we got. We're working with it, and it's still looking good. There we go. What I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna deglaze this pan right quick with some stock. Gets all the flavor that's at the bottom of the pan. It picks it up. Helps with the cooking process. Adds more flavor. We're gonna take our birria and we're gonna pour it right in. Right over the meat. And we cover it with our lid. And we just let that cook. All right, after some time, after your chuck roast is done braising, we're gonna take a look at it. We're gonna lift this up. It's a little steamy. It's a little steamy. It's a little hot. Woo! Woo! I don't want to catch the condensation. It's burning my fingers. So here's how this works. We got a little bit of oil in this pan. Once it starts to heat up, we're gonna take our corn tortillas. Now, understand you have to be very, very fragile. The thing with corn tortillas, they are weak and they're very, very super porous. As soon as you put it in you gotta make sure you dip it, put it in the pan. You wait too long, it's gonna break it's gonna break apart like a piece of paper. It's not like a flour tortilla. So once the pan gets hot, we're gonna start cooking the quesatacos. All right, so now we're gonna take our corn tortilla. Remember, you gotta do it quick. Go slow on that side. Go on that side. Try not to break it. Be delicate. Be delicate. Oop, this side. Oop, oop, oop. All right. Put that sitting there. Get our cheese. Be generous with it. Be generous with it. Be generous with it. We're gonna let that melt. Gonna get a couple pieces of this nice, fine, and tender steak. Damn it. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Will I be able to wait? That's the question. Yeah, thin. It's pretty. That's pretty. That's pretty. We know it's pretty. We know that's pretty. There we go. Now here's comes the delicate part because it's a corn tortilla. Gotta be delicate with it. Has to be delicate with it. Woo! Because it will break. I will say, if you're a little bit, you don't want to take the risk of completely ripping your corn tortillas, use the flour. Again, of course it's a difference in taste. You want the more authentic, go for the corn. I prefer flour, but for the sake of the video, we throwing corn. All right, so after making about 4, assembling it, adding our cilantro and onion dice mixture, and plating it up, this is what we got. Now here's the thing. It get real messy. I'm still trying to be perfectionist and plate, but now it's time for the taste test. James. Brother James is set aside, he's been here. Please do me the honors. Step up onto the stage. 1, 2. It's spicy, isn't it? I told you it was spicy. You thought I was playing. What the? It's right there. All right, you saw that? You saw how good it was? James couldn't talk. He said like 2 lines. It was literally 2 lines. Me, I said about 2 lines myself. We wasn't getting no words. That's how good it was. You don't believe me? Come up, jump through the screen, come get you a piece, and try for yourself, and then jump back. Or you can find me on campus, and I'll cook something for you. I'll help you out. But thank you so much for joining me today on FSU TV3 for this Chef Bryce cooking special. Honestly, again, I really appreciate everyone watching. The last video we did so well. We definitely had to run it back. Big thanks to everybody at FSU TV, especially Reggie. Man is a one-man band, and we are working it in here. We are working it, and I'm loving it. So one more time, thank you so much for viewing. This has been Chef Bryce Taylor, and y'all have a nice day.
For more information on what I got going on, you can check me out on all social media platforms under Chef Bryce Taylor, and you can also email me at chefbrycetaylor@gmail.com.